3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm Tom Ennis, the owner of TJ's Rocks and Gem Crafts. I've been in the rock business since about the middle of 1950s. My father went up mining up in the Adirondack Mountains for uranium, and then during the course of exploration for uranium and blowing up mountains, they found crystals. And after finding all these crystals, he got into the art of lapidary work and started collecting stones, cutting stones, and then eventually he opened his own business in Upper Darby, Pennsylvania in 1965. From there he went to Ocean City, New Jersey, where he opened his Jim's Gem Shop, and that's where I started helping him more, and this was like in the early 70s. And then around 1974 I went on my own and formed my own business, TJ's Rocks and Gem Crafts, which is what you see here today. We've been specializing in, I started out specializing in geodes. Geodes are a volcanic rock, which I'll show you in a second. Okay. This is a geode. This comes out of Mexico, Chihuahua, Mexico, and they're rocks that have crystals inside. As you can see, they have beautiful pockets of crystals inside. And this is what really got me hooked onto this business. I started collecting these in the early 70s, and I have now a collection of over 800 halves. So that's what really spurred my interest. And from there, I blossomed out. We started doing shows with my little children. Son is David, who was 12 months old at the time, and we did flea markets. So he was in the back in his playpen, and we were out there selling rocks like tumbled stones and etc. And then I was a chemist for 30 years, and then when I retired in 2003, I opened up the shop and started doing shows. So we do about 35 shows a year, and the store here has been open since September of 2003, and 2008, and we're doing very well. We cater a lot to the metaphysical industry, and we carry crystals that a lot of shops don't carry. So my clientele is getting bigger and bigger and all the time. So, okay. One of the rocks that I sell quite a bit of, and this is by far the strongest energetic rock that I sell. This is what they call Beta Morian Smoky Quartz, and this comes out of Brazil. And Beta means it's a four-sided crystal, and Morian means that it's dark, so dark that you can't see through it. This is naturally radiated by the sun, and being that it's a beta quartz, it will enhance all the energy of that crystal that is associated with the Morian quartz. It's by far like I said, the strongest crystal I carry. I sell a lot of these to Reiki masters who use them under their treatment tables, and what that does, it draws all the negative energy to the bottom from their patients, and it also enhances the energy of the other crystals that they use on their top table. Another bar amethyst that comes out of India. It comes in the southern part of India, and if you don't know where Kawar is, I'm sure you've heard of where the tsunami was. Well, Kawar is where the tsunami hit, and this particular mine got buried underwater and is no longer being mined. These are also a very energetic metaphysical stone. If you compare this amethyst to other amethysts that you'll see in the world, such as Brazil or even in the U.S., it does not have the same energy properties as the Kawar amethyst. Okay. This is celestite. Celestite comes out of Madagascar, and metaphysically it's used to induce sweet dreams and take away nightmares. Most people that buy these pieces will put them in their bedrooms to induce good sleep. And you can see the two types of crystallization patterns This is a standard six-sided crystal of the celestite, and this is what they call a dog tooth formation. The dog tooth formation is a much rarer celestite in that for about every 100 pounds of celestite that you find, you only get about 4 to 6 pounds of the dog tooth. So it's much more rare than. And again, the metaphysical property is for calmness and induce good sleep. Piece of candle quartz, and this comes out of Madagascar again, as where the celestite was. Candle quartz could also be called pineapple quartz. It has very nice metaphysical properties, and this particular piece is a much larger piece of candle quartz than that you normally find. Normally the candle quartz are much smaller pieces, but this one particular pocket, which was found 3 years ago, had 1,100 pounds of crystals in, of which I was fortunate enough to get them all. So they have a little bit different other energy than the standard pineapple or candle quartz because of the brown staining that you see in here. It gives it a little bit of different energy than the standard candle quartz. This piece is what they call a fish stick purple phantom blue fluorite that comes out of Bingham, New Mexico. Bingham, New Mexico has been producing blue fluorite since the early 60s. In 2008, they found a very small pocket of about approximately 600 pounds of this material. There won't be any more of it for a couple of reasons. One, it needed the exact perfect mineralogically and geological phenomena to form the purple phantom around with the blue, if you can see that. And when they finished digging here, the pocket actually collapsed, so there's no access to this anymore anyway. And it was named Fish Stick from the man who found it, whose nickname was Fish Stick. He was a tall, skinny guy. So there, like I said, there's about 600 pounds of it that were found, and I was fortunate to get quite a bit of this material as I helped finance this dig. This is a piece of Arkansas clear quartz, and this actually is a piece of AAA Arkansas quartz, in that it's water clear, and you can see on the points of the crystals there are no damage on any of the points. So it's a very nice specimen, and it's by far the workhorse crystal in the metaphysical industry. One of the uses that they use quartz for is if they have other types of mineral and other types of crystals that need cleansing or clearing, they will use a quartz cluster to help cleanse it and clear that crystal. So it is by far the workhorse crystal within that industry. Even in the industry, or in this trade of minerals have been around for billions and billions of years. One would think that we would never even find any more. Well, here's an example of a new mineral that was just found about a month ago. It comes from north of Thunder Bay, Canada, and it's estimated to be about 1.2 billion years old. It's called Auralite 23, which has been trademarked by Robert Simmons of Heaven and Earth, and he's from out on the West Coast. And what Auralite is, it's a very strong metaphysical stone, and that it has 23 different minerals in it, including some traces of gold, silver, and some of the very rare elements. And some of the rare elements are said to have gotten into these crystals by meteorites that have come through the years and have exploded and hit the ground there, and these trace minerals work their way into the amethyst and citrine crystals here. So the trace minerals that you find, you're not going to see them, but they are in there, and they have been identified by what they call SEM, scanning electronic microscopy, by a geologist up in Canada. And in the metaphysical industry, these are very, very powerful stones. And like I said, these are a very new stone, and they're going to be introduced in Denver this coming year in 2011 by Robert Simmons. Okay, these stones, like the Orlite 23, are brought here into the U.S. by one manufacturer, or not one manufacturer, one supplier. Since I've been in this industry for over 40 years, I've got to know a lot of the suppliers and a lot of the miners. I am now one of the distributors, sole distributors, for this product here on the East Coast, and I'm very, like I said, I'm very privileged to get these and very happy to get them because they're a great crystal to work in the metaphysical industry. This is another new stone that was found in April of 2011. This is green quartz that comes out of the Himalayan mountains in northern India near Tibet. The green inclusion in it is a mineral they call stalagmite and also fusite. There was only 44 kilos of this material found. That's less than 100 pounds that's available in the world. I was fortunate that I got 40 of the 44 kilos. The other 44 kilos went to a curator in Japan in his museum. These are very, very special stones. Again, there's only less than 100 pounds in the world, and their metaphysical properties are so new that they're still being established by several of my people that I work with who are Reiki masters and psychics and those people in that industry, and they're giving me their idea as to what they are. The leaders and writers in this industry are probably, like I said, Robert Simmons from the Heaven and Earth, and Melody, who wrote the book Love is in the Earth, and neither one of these have seen this stone or felt it. So again, it's a brand new stone, and it's really unique, very unique. The smaller one's blue or the smaller one's green, I don't know.
It kind of looked like that. I was thinking like oil slick, you know. But
Correct. And that's just a particle size phenomenon.
Huh.
They're called Afghanicals.
Are they from Afghanistan then?
They're from Afghanistan and not Herkimer.
Okay.
And these actually will fluoresce. If
You mean they'll put them on a black light?
you put them under a shortwave black light,
Okay.
they'll fluoresce a kind of orangish pink. They're unique.
Okay. I want those 7. And I don't know what this is. But it's got a mountain in it. It says Brazil on the bottom.
Yeah, it's from Brazil, yeah.
Or is it like a particular type of crystal?
No, it's just a polished quartz crystal. And actually, the other thing too, has a penetrator.
The thing in the back?